Really? Is that what's happening? Hi you guys, I'm here to do my 22-week update, and I feel like whenever I do my updates and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling great, the next day I'm so sick. So that's what happened last week. I said I had a great week, and then the next day I was sick. So it just like never fails that happens. It's so annoying. But today I can say that today I was really sick. Today I had my high risk doctor's appointment, and it went well. It went really good. My cervix is long and closed, so thank you God so much. We have been praying about this, so I'm really happy, because having a short cervix it's scary when you're thinking about preterm labor and all that. So, and I have a while to go, so I'm just happy that I don't have to go back to the high risk doctor unless something comes up, you know, maybe my obesity, something, or I start bleeding or something like that. But as of right now, no more high risk doctor, thank you God. And we got to see the baby again. I will show you guys that. I don't think I've showed you guys one in a while, so I will show you those. And oh my gosh, he's so cute. He reminds me like so much of Paxton, like so much of what Paxton looks like in the ultrasounds. He looks like that, but he may come out completely different. And it's so weird saying he, because with Paxton I said it the whole entire time. It's very hard to get used to calling the baby he before he's born. I don't know, it's weird. This morning I went to my high risk doctor's appointment. So before that, I dropped Paxton off at Rob's mom's house. I got to drop him off a little bit later than I usually do, because I didn't go to work because I had a sick day to go to the doctor's. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm not feeling good. And a lot of times when I'm feeling nauseous and the baby's moving a ton, it makes me feel even more sick. And I'm like, oh my gosh, as much as I love feeling the baby move, it is not the time when I'm feeling really sick. So the baby starts moving all around, and I'm like, I have to pull over, I'm gonna get sick. But the road that I'm on, there's like no one on the road, and how the road is, you can't like just pull off the road, because it's like, it goes down like a little like ditch basically. So I had to like pull over as much as I could, and I was still like in the road. No one was coming though. And I put the car in park, opened my door really fast, and I guess because I moved so fast, my seatbelt got stuck. You know how like if you jerk too fast, your seatbelt like locks? That's what it did, and I could not get out of my seatbelt. And I was literally like leaning over, throwing up. Some of it was going on to my car, like where you open the door, there's like, not like in my car, but on my car basically, and then the rest was on the street. So it was so, I was like praying that no one drove by. So that was really fun. And then after I stopped throwing up, I had to get out. I like grabbed Paxton's wipes. I was like wiping my car, and it was disgusting. And then I started driving. Like 2 seconds later, I thought it was okay, and then 2 seconds later I couldn't even like stop fast enough. I started throwing up in my hand. It got all over my pants. I had to stop in the road again and clean myself up as much as I could. And then and it stinks because I was like 2 minutes away from Rob's mom's house. So I was like, of course I couldn't even make it there. In the afternoon, after I picked Paxton up, I came home. As soon as I got in the driveway, I had to put it in park, and I saw my neighbors were actually outside talking to each other, and I ran to my backyard and threw up all in the grass. So that was fun, and I'm not gonna lie, I like peed myself as well. That has been something that's been going on a lot lately when I'm throwing up. And no shame, it's fine, whatever. That's just sometimes what happens, especially when you already had a baby and you're throwing up as much as I am, and like violently throwing up, and obviously the pressure of the baby is on your bladder, because before I was pregnant I didn't have a problem peeing myself. It was just now that I'm pregnant and I guess all the pressure, it's like when I have to pee, I have to pee. And now that I'm throwing up so violently, I tend to sometimes pee myself, which is so embarrassing. And leave a comment down below that you understand what I'm going through, especially if you're throwing up like I am. I thought my throat was like completely gone, but it's still there once in a while. It just likes to sneak its way back in. I would take that instead of throwing up every single day like I did with Paxton. My feet have been bothering me, my legs have been bothering me. I've been using my Pedispin that I showed in a vlog. It's basically like a self massager, like foot massager, and it feels so good. It really relieves like the tension that I feel in my feet from standing a lot during the day. So I've been using that. If you want to check out what that is, I will link that vlog down below, and it has a coupon code in the description bar of that vlog, so you guys can check it out for a cheaper price. If you want to check out what that is, I will link that vlog down below, and it has a coupon code in the description bar of that vlog, so you guys can check it out for a cheaper price. I've been really loving that, and it makes my feet feel so good and just relieves some of the tension. I bet you that would feel good on your calves to even do. Seriously, because even my calves have been really hurting me. Another symptom I've been having is feeling more thirsty. I'm definitely more thirsty lately. I thought I was gonna get weighed at my appointment, but I didn't, so that stinks. I don't know exactly how much I weigh. The last time I got weighed was 116 pounds, but I'm sure that I'm sure I weigh more now. I will find out at my doctor's appointment, which I think is next week or the week after, somewhere around there. I have been feeling really large lately. I don't know, I was looking at pictures of when I was pregnant, 23 weeks pregnant with Paxton, and my stomach was so small, and obviously it's your second baby, so it's gonna be bigger, than it was with the first baby, but especially because I have the hiatus recti, where it's like a huge gap in between my stomach. I feel like I have no muscle to keep anything back. It's just out now. And I feel like that's causing my back to hurt more. I have been having really bad back pain lately. I have a gift card to get a massage, and I'm gonna go get a prenatal massage because I just need to get pampered for the day. I'll probably do that during my spring break, which is coming up next week, which I'm really excited about because we have 10 days off. Thank you, God. Baby names. We have basically no baby names picked out. We cannot agree, and so many of you guys have left suggestions, and I just ask them to keep on coming. And if you want to know more of what kind of names we're looking for, definitely uncommon names that you don't hear very often, obviously, because Paxton is not a common name. I don't know anyone named Paxton. I know there are people obviously named Paxton, but I don't know them. So not a name that you would hear all the time, like Anthony or something, or Mason. I love that name, but it's a common name right now, so nothing that is really common, and just something that I think would go good with Paxton. And so many of you guys have left amazing names, and it's so funny. I'm you know me, you know my personality and what names I would pick, because some of you literally picked the same exact names that I had on my top list that Rob does not agree with. And I'm what's wrong with you? Why don't you like these names? And he's I just don't. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really upset because me and you, we picked some awesome names, and I can't get the guy to agree. It just is not happening. And I keep repeating those names, and he's I said no, stop saying, stop telling me them again. And I'm I'm trying to see if you'll change your mind. Oh my gosh. He wanted Paxton to be Robert, and that was not happening. I didn't want the name Robert, and it would be Robert Anthony III, and I didn't want that. It's too much of a common name for me, and I like Rob's name, but I just didn't want it for my child. So he's can we name it for this one? I'm no, it's not happening, sorry, no. So he's fine with that, but yeah, he's just not going with the names that I like. And then some of you guys gave name ideas that he really likes and that I don't love. So it's just, we've only agreed on one name. Like one name, that's the only, like, that's all I can say is we've only agreed on one name so far. Not saying that that's the name we're gonna pick, because even when we do find a name that we really, really like, we're not like gonna 100% choose that name until we see the baby. So a lot of you guys said, when will we announce the baby's name? Not until after the birth, because I have to see the baby before I 100% agree to that name, because sometimes that name might not look like that child. Like Paxton, okay, this is a name that I like, my husband doesn't like, so we're definitely not using it. I love the name Marco, and my husband does not like that name. So if you have a son named Marco, I'm jealous of you. I love that name. But I started thinking, well, it's a great thing that we didn't know Paxton was a boy and we didn't name him Marco, because Paxton looks nothing like a Marco. Like, to me, a Marco is dark brown eyes, dark hair, and I don't know, to me, I think of like a little Italian Marco baby. And Rob's dad's 100% Italian, so I thought that Paxton would come out with black hair like Rob. Rob basically has like really, really dark brown hair and brown eyes like me. But no, Paxton doesn't have dark brown hair and he does not have brown eyes. So to me, he does not look like a Marco. So I feel like I have to wait to see the baby to officially, like, to 100% commit to a name. But I do want to have like a couple names that we really like to go off of. That's the name situation. Leave comments down below of names that you guys maybe are thinking. Again, uncommon names. Like the baby moving now is sometimes painful, like where he'll kick me, and he'll kick me like down near like my vagina, and it'll really hurt and I'll just feel really uncomfortable. So those pains are hurting now. My skin has started to break out really bad on my chin, so that's awesome. Everybody loves, like, you know, when your face is breaking out, especially when you do YouTube videos. That's awesome. Trying to think of any other things that I need to mention. The nursery, we have not even started the nursery, and if you watch my vlogs, you know why. It's because this room right here off of our den is going to be Rob's office. That was a room that we added a wall, added the door and everything. And at first it was going to be a mudroom, but then after we realized, no, it can't be a mudroom. It has to be Rob's office for his work. So he started redoing that, and it looks really good so far. So once that room is done with the office, then his office, which is going to be the nursery, if that makes sense, all that stuff will be brought down here once he's finished that room, and then he will start on the nursery. And he promised me, don't worry about it, Devon, it will be done before the baby's here. So I have confidence in him. When he wants to do something, he gets it done. So, and he's a pretty handy guy, so I'm very thankful for that. I have no stretch marks. I didn't get any with Paxton, and I was really happy. So I just have been putting on bio oil just like I did with Paxton, and so far I have no stretch marks. I could still get them. It's a possibility, but I'm just praying that I don't, and I will just continue using the bio oil. Another thing that's been happening, and this happened with Paxton too, when I take a shower, my feet kill. Like, for some reason in the shower, I don't know if it's because I'm taking like really long showers and I'm like, okay, I need to sit down, and from standing at work and stuff, I'm like, I need to just lay down, and like I will even sit in the shower because my legs and my feet hurt that bad. The baby has been moving so much, and I'm so excited. And it's so weird because I don't know if it's because of diabetes recti, I feel like I can feel more things like in the middle and stuff, but like I feel like I can feel his like hands, like his fingers going across my belly. It's really strange. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this update. I hope it was helpful for you, and leave a comment down below what you think we should name our baby. Remember, an uncommon name. And I wanted to let you guys know, I mentioned it in my vlog today that I just did, that the giveaway for the baby gender will be up this week, and that will be all the people who guessed boy from that vlog. If you posted it before it was closed, which most of you did, and that will be picked randomly online, and I will put all the boys together randomly online, and then a random person will be picked. And then once that's picked, I will let you guys know, get your email, and you will be sent a $40 e-gift card to whatever store you want. And what's cool about that is you will have it like that day as soon as I do it. So that's really nice. So here is my belly. This is what it looks like with clothes on. I don't mind. I have pajamas on. Here's the front. And then the side. Totally bigger than I was with Paxton, for sure. So there's my belly, and I'll measure it for you guys. I was almost 35 last time. I feel like I'm always saying that. I am almost 35. It really hasn't changed. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the baby's picture. I don't know how well you can tell. Does he look so cute? It was hard to get a really good picture, but this is the best one that we could get. With Paxton, we were able to get a really, really good profile, but this is better than we were able to before. So that is his picture, and this one is just like, you know, the scary face one with its eyes. Just always kind of looks creepy. I was really freaked out when we saw Paxton's for the first time. I saw his hand in the ultrasound. You could see his forefingers and his thumb, which is really cute. With Paxton, I didn't really get to see like his fingers like that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your continued prayers. And I will see you guys in my daily vlogs, which I hope you watch. And I will see you next time. Bye!
Whoa!